You're listening to the Pipe Bomb Podcast.
It's the Pipe Bomb Podcast.
The following podcast is rated S and may contain following themes of nudity via @Simpelli_, wrestling preachings, low-key readings. Listeners might witness biased WWE fan draggings, indie talk, wig snatching, tea-spilling arguments, but most importantly, shade. Viewer discretion is advised. The opinions of our panelists do not reflect our hopes and dreams of getting WWE creative/writing contracts.
Viewers' discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pipe Bomb Podcast. It's Jimmy Vibes here, and I'm not here alone. I'm here with Sam Pelly, the brand. What's up, Sam?
Hi, I'm okay. I'm content.
Content? Are you of the big news that we're gonna drop today?
I'm very content / emotional about the big news.
I know.
I did tell you, like, tears might flow.
Well, listeners, it's been, 2 weeks since we've been on. So, This is not going to be our typical show, guys. I promise you that. It's not going to be our typical show. It's going to be
It's
real.
going to be a lot more fun and
it's going to be fun.
A more honest opinion.
It's going to be
usual.
Yes. Well, I'll start off with saying that everybody that's a part of the podcast is still intact with the podcast right now, so don't think anything of that. But what I will say is that this is the Pipe Bomb Podcast. This is it, guys. Yeah. We've had a 3-year run doing this. We started off on a previous show and we branched off and did bigger and better things together as a group. We've always got along. We still get along. We're still good friends. But with the timing issue and trying to schedule everybody, it's just not happening.
The four of us are kind of struggling right now with different things. Like, myself is with work. Nick has just been given new stuff with his college and his school. Gigi is in school.
Who knows?
You've just got this huge social life going on, which I have no idea what you're doing. There's a different event every week for you.
Excuse
me.
I
think it's yeah, you know I'm right though. But it's just time that I think we sort of close the book on the actual podcast side of things. But we are going to keep the Instagram and the Twitter going, aren't we?
Yeah,
I believe so. Nick is going to be front running with that.
So guys, here's the plan. Because you guys know I love to keep it real with you guys. And I'll tell you guys the truth. So here's the deal. There will be a podcast, but it's not going to be the Pipe Bomb Podcast anymore. We're going to rebrand. And it's going to be... I'm going to be the forefront. It's going to be a show where you guys will hear from me weekly. And occasionally you'll hear from Sam, Nick, maybe Gigi. Honestly, girl, who knows about Gigi? I'm going to keep it real, Sam. I can't.
No, you might as well.
I don't know.
Just be honest.
I don't hear from Gigi. We don't really talk. When she comes into the chat room, she'll just peek, throw some shade, and then she's out the door. Like, that's Gigi. Yeah. That's my relationship with Gigi.
She comes in with her burrito, says her business, and leaves with the wrapper.
And she's never on a show. Like, she can't coordinate a time with us. So I honestly don't know about Gigi. So if you guys might not hear from her, she might just altogether pick up her ball and go. I don't know. She's welcome to stay. She's welcome to go. It's up to her. The ball's in her court, to be honest with you guys. But we've talked to Nick. Nick said that he's going to be down to run the social media account of it. Things are going to stay similar. There's going to be things similar in ways, but there's going to be big changes because most likely you guys are going to be hearing from me, most likely. Because it's not fair for... Sam lives overseas, and WWE doesn't air until, midnight, Sam? Or something
1 a.m.
You want to explain how you do it, how you grab your information?
Okay, so, we plan to do a show on Thursdays, but obviously... WWE airs at 1 a.m. for me. So in the mornings, before I go to work, I'll just watch all the YouTube highlights. or like on my way to work or on my lunch. And then when I get home, I'm usually going to sleep because I have to work like 12 hours a day. It's all really stressful. But I do try and find the time all the time, especially for NXT, because that is like my baby. But it's just becoming a big, huge time problem for all of us. So I'm going to be on James's solo show as much as I can. I can't speak for Nick and Gigi, but
Nick, by the way,
hopefully I will be on a lot.
By the way, guys, Nick was supposed to be here tonight.
But he flaked. Okay.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, like, I can't make this shit up, guys. Like, I've just got, to be honest with you guys, because, like, listeners, I say it countless times. I got to be honest with you guys. I'm just so tired of, like, coming at Gigi and Nick about showing up for the shows. And it just got to the point where it's always just me and Sam. And I feel like Sam comes on, like, no shade to you, Sam, but I feel like you come on just so I won't be upset. Like, I feel like you're being a good friend, and you're like, I kind of feel bad. James is trying to get people on. Let me just cram in this and watch it real quick so I could come on and form an opinion.
From. I do understand that. But like you, I do love wrestling, and I haven't fallen out with wrestling. It's just a timing issue. Like, what? So right now for you, what time is it for you?
Right now. It's 10 minutes to 6.
Okay, so it's 10 minutes to 11.
Yeah.
At mine. It's a 5-hour time difference, and
I'm
still here.
Right, exactly.
It's not paid work. It's a hobby. It's fun.
Yeah. So it just got to the point, guys. Like Sam just said the key word, fun. It just wasn't fun for me anymore. I felt like the big bad wolf every Thursday yelling at somebody. And that's just not what I wanted to do. I was like, I don't want to sit here and, like, bitch because Nick can't show up. Gigi's MIA. And Sam doesn't have enough time to watch the material because he was sleeping when WWE was airing. You know what I mean? So it's just...
It was funny how, like, when we sort of decided it this week that, like, we were going to pull the plug, so to speak. I was just about to message and say, I'm off on Thursday to record. And then you were like, you need to read the chat. Oh, shit.
Yeah, because I was just sitting there. Because, all right, guys, this is how this all came up. Because you guys know we've had a history. Like, listeners, you guys are not stupid. You guys know that we have been slacking on the shows. So I was saying, why am I going to sit down and just have just come in and fill up an ensemble cast podcast with just one person week after week and just have me sit there and talk about wrestling? I was like, I might as well just do it alone and not worry about the stress and bring in Sam on like a pay-per-view, an NXT takeover, and have Sam come on with me and talk about it, and have a listener come on and have a one-on-one show with me or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's a new avenue that we're going to drive into. And like, the Pipe Bomb podcast has been great, but we're going to let the name go. I feel like the name is dated.
It's done.
Yeah, and like, it's going to be all rebrand. It's going to be a whole fresh show, and we're finally going on iTunes. Yes. We're going to be on
very
iTunes.
Close to the mic.
I know.
Going on iTunes. And I'm still going to try and help and get all these interviews and stuff, because each interview that we've had, I've done quite well.
Yes.
At getting these people. So even if I'm not going to be involved on
behind the scenes
stuff with you, look at WWE. It wouldn't be done if there wasn't no behind the scenes helping out. And that's more of a role that I think Nick will be doing with the whole Instagram and Twitter. Gigi is probably just going to be getting a paycheck that doesn't exist.
Gigi's the Alicia Fox.
Yeah.
She's just collecting them checks. But Foxy did... Guys, we will talk about wrestling. Don't worry, baby.
At some point, we're just letting you know the future of us.
Yeah, like, it's bittersweet. Like, I'm glad that Nick and Sam have agreed to stay on and do a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff. And if you guys listen to the Sam Roberts show, you guys heard of State of Wrestling, and Katie Lynn and all will come on and chit-chat for a bit. Like, that's basically how I want to run the show and model it after Sam Roberts, how he's done it, because he's very successful. It's not copying. It's more of a format. And I like his format, and it works. And, we're going to put in our little pizzazz into it and whatnot. But it's just, guys, it was just... And then we had the whole talk about rebranding. We were thinking of new names for the show just to give it more life. Like, I thought it would get, like, Gigi and Nick excited again to do the show, like, if we rebrand and everything. But and then I got to think of it. I smoked on it. I drank on it. I fucked on it. And I was just like... rebranding it. You know us, we're always dirty at this show. But like, for me, at that point, and where we've come to, Sam, with how the show has been run lately and how we have a broken foundation and the timing is just off. It was just putting lipstick on a pig. It's still a fucking pig. It's not going to work.
It was trying to flog a dead horse. That's how I was doing it.
So I was just like, and Nick came up with the idea for me to just stick with this, our whole network, our YouTube, stick with it, rebrand it, and he's going to help out with a lot of the behind-the-scenes things. Sam's going to help out as well with the social media account and stuff, because I really can't do this all alone. It's a lot of work if I was to keep up with social media and stuff like that moving forward. So I really appreciate that they want to stick around for that, because Nick's expressed that he actually enjoys doing that. He likes tweeting the superstars and stuff like that. So I'm grateful for Nick for sticking around for doing that. So that's basically where we're at, guys. And I just wanted to let you guys know, I felt like we owed you guys an explanation, because you guys have been riding out for us for 3 years, guys. Like, that's major, and I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys continue on holding on with us, guys. And you guys have been really patient, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You want to say anything, Sam, before we get into wrestling?
I just want to have a little cry. It's just been like the past 3.5 years with you guys has been incredible. It's been absolutely amazing. We've had people come on the show, we've had people leave the show, but the foundations have always stayed the same, and it's sad, but it's not the end.
It's not the end. It's a new chapter. And
this is just like the sequel.
Yeah. Like,
oh no, wait, is it the trilogy then? Because this is technically our second one.
Oh yeah, this will be our third.
This will be the trilogy.
Yeah, the third one's the charm, they say. So hopefully you guys stick through it with us and keep on being patient, and
tell us in the comments and stuff your favorite moments and things.
Yeah, it would be cool.
And what you liked.
And express, because you guys are a part of this too, this whole podcast.
If there was no listeners, we wouldn't do this. We do this for you guys. We just enjoy talking about wrestling. It's just nice that you get to hear us talking about it.
Yeah, I like the feedback. I like to hear the listeners. I love it when they tweet me and stuff. I don't want to lose that. That's one of the reasons why I come on and I express my opinion, because I love a good debate. I love a listener to come and tell me, no, James, you're wrong. So, and then I can turn around and be like, no, bitch, you're wrong. No, I'm kidding. I just love it. I love this shit. So, it is bittersweet. It was a hard decision, but I feel like it's the best decision.
It wasn't a good decision for us to come to, but it was the only decision that we had to come to, really. It was the only option.
But what I will say is that Nick fought. He fought to keep this together.
Yeah, he did. But I think me and you just understood that it was time.
Exactly.
And, stop selling tickets to people that don't want them.
He fought hard for you guys, to keep the podcast and stuff. He didn't want to lose this with you guys and everything, but he proved my point today. He's not here. And I told him, I understand, you're busy, Nick. Your schedule will not allow you to come on this show anymore. You can say as much as you want to be on this show. Your schedule won't allow you. You're adulting. You just got your new job. You got to, you're falling into place. So yeah. I got to keep it going. And you're still welcome anytime to come on this show, but we got to keep it pushing. And speaking of keeping it pushing, bitch, let's keep this show pushing. And we got a lot of questions from you guys. We didn't announce it on maybe we should have announced it and had the listeners tweet us, stuff like that, but I don't know. Well, now you guys know. Tell us in the comments how you feel, baby. But we got a lot of questions from you guys. I think, Sam, you gathered all the questions, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got them all here.
All right, awesome. So we're just going to jump right into it, and we're going to start off with Little Miss Bliss on Monday Night Raw holding up her newly won WWE Raw Women's Championship that she defeated Bayley for at Payback this past Sunday. And quickly, before we get into Monday Night Raw, what I will say is that match on Sunday was freaking phenomenal. I loved it. It was great. The finish was everything. I loved how Alexa came, ran through Bayley's hometown, and then took the belt right off of her. And I love the way that she did it. Stuff just fell into place for Alexa Bliss.
You got the nail on the head in our little group chat when you were talking about it.
How she's booked.
She is the female edge.
She is, and people can argue with me.
The ultimate opportunist.
Like I guess I know that she gets a lot of comparisons to Trish Stratus, which I see and I understand and I acknowledge. Yes, I agree. The speaking tone, the way that she delivers her heel promos, Trish, all over it. I'm here for it. But the way Alexa Bliss is booked and the way that she moves around the division is the rated R superstar edge. She's the ultimate opportunist. When Alexa Bliss, she's like a shark. When she sniffs blood, she goes right in for it. Like Bayley, right when she saw Bayley was injured, she went in right for it. She's quick, she's smart, she's witty, and I love the way that they book her as she's always ahead of the game. And that was the same way the Edge was, the way Edge won championships, the way Edge won Money in the Bank, the way he did things. Like Edge had Vicky Guerrero doing some of his beck and calls and stuff like that, and then he had the Edge heads and stuff like that. But look at Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss had the the luchadora girl, and she had Mickie James doing her betting and all this good stuff. So you can argue with me and tell me that she's not like Edge, girl, bye, because the proof is in the pudding. But how did you feel about this whole match and everything with Alexa Bliss and Bayley? Are you happy that Alexa Bliss is champion?
I'm ecstatic. Because you know I hate Bayley.
Yeah, I know.
For a start. And Alexa is very much fastly approaching my top favourite. She's like the third right now.
You know, like, you guys can go back into some of our past shows. I've always said Alexa Bliss is gonna be that bitch.
I've said this.
Everybody gotta watch out for. And
I said that she'd never work as a heel and it wouldn't work. Yeah. And then I ate my words. On one of the shows, I was like, you know what? I was fucking wrong.
I knew it.
She is genius.
I knew it. And like me and Nick got into a whole debate when I told Nick, like, I know it's on one of the shows where I don't understand why people will not categorize her with the 4 horsewomen. Like, I feel like Alexa Bliss is one of them. She's just the phantom member that's not mentioned. She's the 5th silent member.
So I think that's why she's having such a great main roster run now, because people did not include her in that when she rightfully deserved it. And she's the first woman to hold both Raw and SmackDown.
Amazing. So great for her. It all paid off. It all came in full circle. So, and I couldn't think of a more deserving newcomer than Alexa Bliss.
She's, how old is she? Like, what, 24?
She's young, yeah.
She is ridiculously young, and for her to have achieved so much in such a short little time as well. Like, she hasn't even been on the main roster a year yet.
It's awesome.
Pardon?
I said it's awesome that this is all happening.
She was brought up as well. If you go through the draft, like, she was, what, the second to last pick?
Mm-hmm.
And she still has had 3 title runs this year. She has, been on
a cage match,
every pay-per-view.
She's had a cage match. She's main evented. She's doing the damn thing. And you know what? She got a cosign from Nikki Bella. And I know a lot of Bella haters are rolling their eyes right now. But I don't give a fuck. That's Nikki fucking Bella. Nikki Bella is the biggest WWE female superstar in history. Yes,
really?
You can compare her. I'm talking about, like, noticeable star power, your name.
Yeah.
It's Nikki Bella. She's the biggest.
Alexa Bliss is 25, sorry. I like to keep on.
And, like, I know that's controversial to say, because you can argue with me with Trish Stratus, but Trish Stratus is in the wrestling world, Trish Stratus is, like, the shit. But I'm talking about crossing over. Nikki Bella has, like, 6 million followers on fucking Instagram. Like, that's unheard of. There's superstars that's been on the roster for like 15 years and they don't even have 1 million followers yet. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the Bella shit.
Are you listening, Foxy? You listening?
Who?
Alicia Fox, are you listening?
Alicia Fox, she work here?
You work here?
Oscar. Oscar is the one-liner queen. I gotta give her that prep. But let's get into it. So we start off the show with Alexa Bliss. We have all the women coming out, and they have this whole little podium out there. What was it? What is it called? A plaque? A platform?
A podium.
A podium? Is it a podium? A podium is where you stand and speak on.
No, it's a podium.
Is it?
Because it looked like, like when you watch like the racing and they have like first, second, and third. That's called a winner's podium.
Oh, I guess you're right. I'm an idiot. But, Alexa Bliss comes out, and I love how she addressed every single one of the women. She was like, you this, you that, you this, you that. I'm not going to tell you guys verbatim what she said, because we've all watched the freaking damn show.
I watched, obviously, again, like I've said before, I watched the YouTube highlight of it. But it was the opening of Raw, that wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
So when Raw opened, were they all already there?
No, I think they had entrances.
Because I seen we retweeted a video that a fan had sent of all the entrances.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't really remember. Maybe they did open with it. I think they did open it.
But then Alicia Fox came out to Emma's background.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, it was like it saw Emma on the screen as Foxy was walking out.
Didn't even play her theme.
So how irrelevant.
She is irrelevant. Did you hear? Listen to how irrelevant Alicia Fox is, guys. She showed up to a WWE event. Now, I don't know if this... Did you hear about this rumor? Did you hear about this story?
I fucking love it. I was howling. I thought this was like... Because it was Superstar Shake-Up Week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was something like... Yeah, because she showed up to Monday Night Raw... SmackDown or something. So, like, I don't know if this is true, but I believe it. Because you never know what you read on the internet if it's true. But apparently Alicia Fox showed up to one of the events and she was denied access to the backstage, and they called security because they didn't know who she was. And she was trying to say who she was.
Sorry, it's just
to the point where Stephanie McMahon had to come out and reassure security that Alicia Fox is an employee of WWE. How sad. She's been working for this company for almost 12 years, and you can't even get past security, Alicia Fox. That just shows how irrelevant you are, and it's all your fault. I don't want to hear anybody telling me, oh, it's because WWE holds her back. Alicia Fox doesn't cause any rumbles, any shakeups. She's too fucking safe. She's just floating by. She don't say anything on social media. She don't say nothing. She never prolongs her programs on television and moves it onto social media on her Instagram. She doesn't do anything. She's just collecting a check. So that's exactly what happens to people who are just collecting a motherfucking check. You're forgotten about. You're just collect your dust. And that's exactly what happened to Alicia Fox, and well deserved. I'm glad it happened to her. Hopefully that was an eye opener for her. But I think it kind of was, because what I'm going to say later is... Anyways, back to Alexa Bliss. Bliss, you know, she went in on everybody. She threw a little shade, and then she goes to Nia Jax, and she's like, "Oh, we're good, we're cool." So I like that. I thought that was cool. And then she goes and stands on the podium, and she looks over.
Pause then. She stands on the podium,
and she looks over at Bayley, and she's like, "Oh my God, I forgot you were here." I thought she would have forgot Foxy was there, but that's okay. But I thought it was cool, and I liked how Bayley was just so sad, and she's just looking away with her arms crossed, and blah, blah, blah. How did you feel about that opening with Alexa Bliss degrading everyone and just being so cocky? And then she also said that the queen is dead. She's not a queen because the queen is dead, but she's a goddess, and she's the goddess of WWE.
I loved that line.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yes, because everyone like refers to themselves as like a queen or a princess or something like that. And there is no one that literally, well, female-wise, that says that they are a god.
Yeah, Alexa
was just brilliant.
It just shows you how like arrogant she is. She goes a step higher. I'm a goddess, not a queen.
I thought it was even funnier. Like she had a little podium thing to stand on, and she is still at the same height as half of them when she was starting.
The shade.
Like, you go, girl.
So, you know, Alexa just ripped them all a new one on Mike. And then all of a sudden, a big-ass brawl broke out. All the women started fighting. And it was a planned match, though. They had a match planned for the girls to have a match. But Alexa Bliss wanted to read them before they got into the match. So I thought it was a cool little segment to bring into the match instead of just having an 8 random woman tag match. And you guys know my favorite part of the show, which we will continue on. Fans were all uproar because not Alicia Fox, Mickie James didn't get a reaction when Alexa Bliss called her name. The crowd was just like, they didn't pop for her. They didn't say anything. You could hear the kids in the back crying from the cheap seats. Nobody really cared.
You could hear Gigi crying up at her crap seats for Money in the Bank. Yeah, I said it, bitch.
Too funny. But how do you feel about? Because I know that's one of the questions that we got. Maybe we should save that for later. But I do have an answer why Mickie James is not popping like how she used to. So
we'll discuss that later.
Yeah, we'll say that for later. So the match was great. I thought the match was cool. It was a good match, and Alexa Bliss picks up the win, which she deserves. You know, she just won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
So she
gotta get that momentum going.
Yeah, she pins Bayley. What I will say about Alicia Fox, which I mentioned earlier, is her and Sasha Banks, when they started fighting, they started going at it. Like they
have strangely got really good chemistry.
They do.
Though. I think Fox brings that. Fox, we're not saying that she's not talented because she is.
It's
she's
Sasha.
Sasha
brings it out of her.
With the fans.
Yeah,
that's all. Like with the Fox, but
she performs well.
Fox could do a great match with anyone. Look back at maybe 2011, 12ish, all the back and forth to show with Natty.
I love
Superstars.
I loved
they
her
were great matches.
Even her work with Paige when she was feuding with Paige, it was great stuff. Like, Alicia Fox just sits back and waits until they call her. And I'm not here for that. Like, Alicia, you gotta fight for your spot, bitch. All these girls, look at Alexa Bliss, look at Carmella, look at Natty, who reinvented herself. Like, you gotta fucking get it popping, or else you're gonna be forgotten about when security ain't gonna allow you access backstage. Oh, that already happened.
That already happened.
Oh, damn. But what I will say to her is that I give her props because her and Sasha Banks going at it was super believable, and I feel like her wrestling with Sasha Banks gave her that extra kick. Like, oh my god, like she looked excited to be out there fighting. So I was like, yeah, I need more of this from you, Alicia Fox. Like, they paired you with a man, Noam Dar, Alicia Fox. Like, I always say it to Jared, too, because Jared's last name is Fonts. So I'll be like, Jared Fonts. He's like, what is that? Why do you always say that? And then he heard Noam Dar say
Jared Fonts.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the women's segment on Monday Night Raw. I thought it was pretty cool. It was good, and I was happy. I think that was one of the most promising. I don't know. It just made me feel good about the division going forward. Like, Emma looked hot. I like the thing that's going on with her and Dana. I want to see a little more of them. I need them to explore a little more with Emma, because Emma's hot.
I'm waiting for that. Yeah, Emma's doing really well. Yeah. Emma is actually. I've got a WWE women calendar, and it's Emma month this month. She's May, so it's gonna be good.
That's cool. Emma for the month of May.
Yeah, but like, I was kind of off Raw recently. I didn't find it exciting in the past couple of months. But now that Bliss is over there, and I do think that she is, and you can shout at me for it. Anyone can. The most exciting woman right now in wrestling is Alexa Bliss, in my opinion, which I'm allowed to have. Like, in both mic work and ring work, I think I actually really look forward to watching her matches. But the fact that Emma is now back as well, and I'm a huge Emma fan, I'm now invested in Raw again.
You know what? Sasha was highlighted, and she was in the front line of the whole women's division. And then we had Charlotte, who was highlighted and fronted in the whole women's division. And now it's Alexa Bliss's turn. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because it'll get boring if it's the same woman on top. And I'm glad that it's Alexa Bliss's time to shine, and she's doing the damn thing, so good for her.
Good for you, Bliss.
So I think now we can move on to SmackDown. And before...
From the goddess to the queen.
Yes. Oh, my poor queen. I don't even know if I want to talk about this in a minute, but we're going to have to. So, what I will start off with is Lana's promo, her little dance thing that she does out there. Guys, I
hate the song.
I like the song, I just don't like the dancing thing. Like, I'm so over it.
Oh, it's going to be so cringy when it all happens.
Like,
I'm not prepared for it. I just want it to be the Lana she was at Mania.
Why can't she just be the Lana that we know? Like, in Wrestle?
That's what I mean. Like, the Lana from Mania, where she was like, you know, the ravishing Russian, and she was getting in the ring and whatnot, and she wasn't dancing around and prancing and probably like, a babyface.
She was the Ice Queen. Like,
yeah.
I loved it.
She's going to come into this as a babyface now. It's going to piss me off.
You know what? If they want her to come in as a babyface, I think this is how this will all... Like, obviously, guys, I haven't seen the character in full-fledged force. Like, she hasn't debuted yet on television. I know she's doing the NXT circuits, and people are tweeting her videos and stuff like that. But I want to see what they're going to do with her on the main roster, because what she's doing on NXT right now can change. So I really don't care for that. But what would save this for me personally is if when she comes out to first do her entrance, right off the bat, Natty should attack her. Just right when she's doing the dance, bam, and just take it out right there. Natty whip her ass, and that's when I'm gonna be interested in Lana. If she's gonna come out and just do her like, okay, cute, whatever, next. You know, it's just Lana. We know what Lana's capable of. So why do they have to make her dance like Naomi? Like, Naomi didn't have that personality when she first started. So I can understand WWE making her a dancer. You know what I mean? But Lana has the acting experience. Lana can convey a character. She's done it. So I just don't get it. But okay, WWE.
I think that you're probably got the nail on the head right there. Only because with you saying that you think Natty's going to attack Lana, thinking about it, during the match and stuff, from Raw, from SmackDown, sorry, they were referring to Natty, Carmella, and Tamina as the welcoming committee.
Yeah, that's their whole little gimmick.
So that's like the whole thing, when Lana turns up, welcome to SmackDown, bang, down. That makes sense. So you could be really right there.
It would be great. Like, I love, and you guys know I love Natty down. Natty is just killing the game right now. And I feel like Natty deserves a women's championship run. She's put in that work. She's the most improved of 2017. Most improved. Like, from character standpoint, are you kidding me? I'm here for Natty. But, that's Lana. I'm going to give
her hair.
I love her hair. It was so cute on SmackDown. I thought it was cute.
I'm a sucker for a double bun.
Yeah, me too. I love it. And in her gear, like, Jared was like, oh, she's wearing this gear again, even though I like it. Like, I want her to switch it up. And I was like, don't worry about Natty. Natty always switches it up. I bet you any money her new gear is getting made right now. Natty always, she stays true to her gear, but she does switch it up, which is why
she's just waiting for Sandra to post it out.
I don't think Sandra does her gear.
I know, I'm joking.
The redhead older woman doesn't.
I was joking, bitch.
No, I'm just saying. I thought you didn't know. I thought you thought it was Sandra. Sandra does Naomi's. And okay, so I guess now we can move on. It was announced that we're gonna have a tag match with Naomi and Charlotte versus who was it? Was it Natty and Carmella?
Carmella and Natty.
Yeah. Natty and Carmella. So we get a backstage segment with Becky Lynch walking down the hallway, and she walks into the welcoming committee or whatever, the welcoming committee, and she goes, "Oh, would you look at here? It's my 4 favorite ladies." And James is standing right there. He goes, "Ladies, girl, what?" Like I just loved it. I thought it was funny and cute. And, Natty told her, hey, are you going to join us? It's not fair. This, that, and the third. Charlotte's here, blah, blah, blah. This is the girl that stabbed you in the back. Bullshit. She's getting handed opportunities. You were the first one drafted to SmackDown. How can you allow this? And blah, 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 blah. And then they left Becky thinking, like, scratching her head, like, girl, like, she's right. Like, what the fuck? So then later on in the show, and Carmella was just giving major side eye. Like, I love Carmella and her little shady ass looks. And later,
I think she's improved in the ring really well.
Oh yeah, Carmella has improved. Her selling is on point. I love the way that girl sells Naomi's kicks. I think she does a great job doing it. She gets so low too. So we move on with Charlotte getting interviewed by Renee, and Renee's asking her about the welcome committee and the tag match and this, that, and the third. And Charlotte gets attacked. She gets attacked by all 3 of the members. They beat the crap out of her. And then Carmella super kicks her when they had her all down on her knee. And then Carmella says something to her. I don't remember to the effect of what she said. But, they walk off after they beat the crap out of Charlotte. I was like, damn, my queen. I thought it was kind of weird because, are they trying to build sympathy for Charlotte? Because Charlotte, I don't know if she'd work as a heel. Like, Charlotte just work as a babyface. Charlotte is a heel. Like, are you kidding?
I was thinking that before. Like, when I was watching, because the only YouTube highlight is of the match. There isn't, like, all this backstage stuff, so... Mm-hmm. I understood from the match that she was injured and she came out halfway through. But, like, they worked so hard on making her this hated woman. And Charlotte's even said that she prefers to work as a heel. It's just so strange. And now everything that happened today with Charlotte.
I mean, like...
Then maybe it would work as a babyface. Like, they could sort of play off this innocent side of her. Or not so innocent side.
Okay, like, I've said this on the show many times. That mean girls can hate other mean girls. It's fine. It happens in the real world. But for some reason, it just doesn't happen in wrestling. So that's why I feel like WWE is trying to push her as a babyface. But I feel like it's on SmackDown, the land of opportunity. I feel like SmackDown will be okay with having mean girls feud. Because it makes sense. Like, Charlotte just comes in. If they keep Charlotte the same way she is, and they continue on her feuding with the welcoming community, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. If they keep her the same arrogant, pompous bitch, I'm fine with it. But, like, let's move on to the match. Naomi comes out with her entrance, and she had her hair hidden. So the whole time I'm thinking that she's going to debut that new rainbow hair that she was teasing on social media, but she didn't.
Yeah.
And I think that was a big troll, Naomi girl. You trolled us good because you know all your fans were sitting at home waiting to see that hair, and you had it all braided up and hidden under that jacket. I was like, damn, fuck you, Naomi, bitch. Like, I was so excited. Like, me and Josh, who used to be on the podcast, he messaged me on the side here and there, and he'd be like, oh, did you check this out? Did you check this out? Da-da-da, this, that, and the third. And he was telling me that he's so excited to see Naomi's hair tonight, so I messaged him. I was like, damn, your girl trolled you. He was like, yeah, she did. But Naomi comes out, and I'm glad that she was wearing her WrestleMania gear because that's my favorite Naomi gear ever.
I think that she's finally found a look if she's going to stick with that.
But I don't know. Naomi, I don't trust her in this gear thing because she always fucks with me, and then she shows, like, when I think, like, she finally, like, got it through her head that she needs a secured look, and then she shows up with that green mess that she showed up with a couple of weeks ago. I was just like, Naomi, get rid of that and bring back those cute outfits that Sandra put together for you that your fans have been crying for. I've been bitching for months. Like, Naomi, stop playing these games, girl. Stop playing these games. But regardless, the welcoming community comes out, and it looks like it's gonna be a 2-on-1 match. You know, they start off the match, Naomi's hitting them off with the Hurricane Ranas and all that good stuff. Like, Naomi was on fire. She looked great in the ring. Like,
she did.
She's so much fun to watch. Like, that's one thing I can never shade Naomi, is that when she gets into that ring, it's game on. And, you know, she's hitting all her spots. She rarely ever botches, that girl. She hits her points on fire. And I love her chemistry with Natty. Did you watch this full match, Sam, or did you?
I only seen the YouTube highlights, so I've seen a lot. It was like a 5-minute YouTube highlight, which is a lot different.
It was a long segment. It's because it was a long segment. I think. It was 2-part because, the Carmella got in it. She got her licks in Naomi. You know, we all seen the match. But and then Charlotte comes out. Charlotte comes out limping when they started getting the better hand of Naomi. They started really, like, beating down on Naomi and shit. So Charlotte comes out and she limps over to the corner, and Naomi gets some space in, and she goes for the hot tag to Charlotte, and Charlotte comes in, she hits her big boot and stuff like that. But Charlotte's still injured, and this time the third, so Charlotte goes down. I don't remember who won the match.
Carmella.
Did Carmella win the match? Oh yeah, she did win it. So, Carmella gets the win. She pins Naomi. She pinned Naomi, and then they just, Tamina came into the ring. She started super kicking everybody. They started beating the crap out of Charlotte and Naomi once again, and the crowd is cheering for Becky. Becky comes out, but she's walking real slow while the girls are beating up on Charlotte and Naomi. And she gets into the ring, and she has a decision to make, and she shakes everybody's hand. And then who did she punch first? I think it was Ellsworth. No, she suplexed him when she asked him for a hug. She suplexed Ellsworth, and then it was all hell broke loose. The girls started all going at it, and Becky Lynch basically let the fans know where she stands, that she's gonna stand by what she thinks is right, and she don't feel like it's okay for the girls to come in and jump on Charlotte, which is fine with, because this could become a storyline. Kind of think of it now, because Becky can turn around and tell Charlotte, when you came into SmackDown, I had your back, and you're going to do this to me again? You know what I mean? So it can spark up something again, because I'd love to see another Charlotte and Becky feud, especially with the heel Charlotte that we have on Raw, that we had on Raw. I would love to see, and the baby face Becky Lynch that we have on SmackDown. I think that would be really cool. Like, the title doesn't have to be involved.
No, it doesn't.
I feel like Natty deserves to be in that spot. Even though I love my girl Charlotte, that's Natty's spot. And I love that Natty's leading this whole welcoming community. Like, why she get the title match and this, that, and the third. So, I thought SmackDown was great. What about you?
I loved it. Like, I'm really confident in SmackDown anyway lately. It's not disappointing in a long time, so I'm doing good. I'm really happy with how it's going. I'm glad that each of the women in the welcoming committee are getting their chance to shine. Like, Tamina, fair enough, she was in the match and stuff, but, she hasn't had a match return yet. She's waiting for her big moment, but she's heavy hitting and stuff like that. Natty is the leader of the group, but it always seems to be Carmella that's putting in the last kick kind of thing. Mm-hmm. She is the one that is, in a weird way, she seems like the tough one of the group right now.
She's the tough one?
At the moment, like the very scrappy, tough one.
I feel like because she has James to help her out. That's how she won the match. So
yeah,
she has that upper hand with him. So it just works out for her. That's why at first I was like, no, I don't want them together. Now I like them together. It works. Like, Carmella treats him like garbage, and he loves it. So it's good for me. I like it. It builds her character. And it's always somebody for her to cuss out and be annoyed about. So it just works for me. But what else I want to say about SmackDown? Jinder Mahal. He's such a fucking savage, taking pictures with the heavyweight championship before he even won the damn belt. What I will say is, moving forward with that, I enjoy it. I think it's about time that they try to build a new heel. Like, and he's doing pretty good. Like, I love his promos. I think his promos are good. I like the little the Bali boys. What's their new name? The Shin Brothers or something like that? The
Singh Brothers.
The Singh Brothers. I like the whole little stable. I think it's cool, and I'm here for it. The Mahidala, whatever the hell he calls
I'm not majorly like arsed by it, but I know that they're doing it because the big following that they've got in India at the moment.
Yeah, because they signed a new deal with India where they're going to be airing WWE over in India. I forget, some part in India. They're going to be doing something. It's some major deal that they signed with them. And they needed to start a push. You know, they no longer have the Great Khali. The Great Khali is a big celebrity over there. And the Great Khali used to fill in that voice. So now they had to make somebody, and that's why they chose Jinder. Which I feel like they should have got the other guy, Daivari. Arya Daivari, he is so fine, honestly. And I love how he plays the whole rich, Arabic, arrogant guy on his social media account. It seems like that's the kind of character he's trying to push onto TV. And I feel like if they married him with Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers, I feel like that would be so great. Have them come in new cars every day. You know, like, especially when WWE goes overseas, like, come on, like, film them coming out of, like, a big, expensive hotel that they have in Dubai or something. Like, I would love it. There's so much you can do with these characters, these Middle Eastern characters. They don't just gotta be, like, heels and against America. Like, I'm just so sick of that. I'm so glad
that they've not gone down that route.
I know, I'm so happy.
To death of that.
And he's more of, America don't accept him, and it's because he looks different. So I like that. I like that he's not going by, like, I'm better than America. It's that he's not accepted, and that's why he's angry. So I'm good with that. And I just wanted to mention Jinder a bit because I'm entertained. You know, WWE fired him. He was in the what is it, the 3-man band or the 4-man band, whatever the hell they were.
It's a 3-man band.
And now he's back, and he's killing it. Drew's back. Heath is
still there.
Poor Heath. Poor Heath. He had a great start, and then they pulled the rug right from under him. Yeah, so that was that. I guess we can move on to NXT. Did I forget anything else that happened on SmackDown? Is there anything else you want to mention?
I don't think so.
Kevin Owens is the Intercontinental Champion again. Oh, on Raw, they had a good main event match with The Miz. The Miz is the number 1 contender once again for the Intercontinental title. And I love how they're pushing the Intercontinental title against the World Heavyweight title, thinking that we haven't forgot that Brock Lesnar's not around and he's the World Heavyweight Champion. And he's went over his 30-day clause to defend that title, which deems him to be stripped of the title. But that's Brock Lesnar, and that's none of my business. Are we supposed to forget WWE? Like, are you kidding me? When you guys just stripped Naomi for an injury because she couldn't compete in 30 days to defend her title, but Brock Lesnar can keep his belt and he's not injured? It doesn't make no motherfucking sense.
It's ridiculous.
They need to be held accountable for this shit. This is why wrestling's not taken as seriously as they would like wrestling to be taken seriously, because they pick and choose when they're going to follow these fucking rules. So annoying.
It's ridiculous.
Ugh. But anyways, let's move on to NXT, who has a great new opening. Do you like the new opening for NXT? I love it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
What do you mean it's not bad? It's the best, kid. The icons are slaying in that. They finally got
I haven't actually watched it. I just heard it.
Oh, you gotta watch the thing.
Like today when I watched it before, I put NXT on, and then when the starting credits came on, I put a pizza in so I didn't see it.
Yeah, you gotta go back and watch it. It's pretty cool. They got a good little clip of Liv Morgan, because I didn't like her last one where she just nods her head. Okay, bitch. I like it too. But yeah, it was cool. It was pretty cool. So it's announced that we're gonna have a battle royal for the number 1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship title. And Sam, you're good with this. Do you have a list of all the women that were in this match? Do you know?
Yes, I do.
See, I know my friends, bitch.
Okay, so we had, oh my god, Ember Moon, Ruby Riott, Nikki Cross. I actually learned out about Nikki Cross, which I'll tell you in a minute. Nikki Cross, the Icons, Liv Morgan, Aaliyah, Sonya, as she's now called, which is Daria.
No, I thought her name is
Sonya Deville.
Oh, okay.
Sonya Deville.
I like that name.
Candice LeRae was there, which I thought was quite cool.
Yes.
Lacey Evans, not Macy Estrella anymore. Lacey Evans. Rachel Evers, which is Rachel Ellerin. And who was the other one? Oh, Victoria Gonzalez and Kimberly.
Is Victoria Gonzalez Rosie Ladalove?
Oh, Sarah Bridges was there as well.
Oh, yeah.
No, I thought this. When I saw that Rosie Gonzalez, I thought that was Mary Kate, who is... what's it called?
Rosie Ladalove?
Yeah, I thought that was going to be her, but it wasn't.
Oh, she's the new signee. She's that girl that just got signed a couple of months ago with Binky.
Yeah, Binky was in the match as well.
Yes.
That's the other one. But,
oh my god, it was so nice to see Binky in the ring, even though she was the first one eliminated. But
no, second one.
Oh, who was the first one? Was it the Victoria? Yeah, she's fairly new. Her and Binky were like the newest ones.
I loved Binky's elimination, by the way.
Oh my god, with the hair.
Clever. Yeah, it was clever.
It was memorable.
And I liked it.
And they strategically did that just because NXT. Now we can talk about the match a bit and the women that were in the match before we really get into the match.
I've got some stuff to talk about that match anyway. So yeah, we'll cover your bit first.
Yeah, with the Binky thing, her elimination, that was a strategic way to eliminate her. It was thought of and it was processed and it was effective and they delivered. I
like to think that when she comes up, they might use it.
Use what? Oh, the icons?
Like her hair thing.
Yeah, like how the women, like, her hair is definitely going to be her signature. Because that hair looks amazing. WWE has, the braid, I love the braid, it's so cute. WWE has been really behind her. If you guys noticed on WWE social media account and stuff like that, they've been doing, this is the second documentary of Binky that they did, like a behind the scenes about her. She's called the Generic Beast. She calls out Charlotte. She said that her goal right now is to capture the NXT Women's Championship, but her main goal is to debut on the main roster and dethrone the Queen Charlotte, and she wants Charlotte to come down and compete with her numbers in the Performance Center on like weightlifting and jumping and stuff, because apparently like she's in competition with Charlotte as being the most athletic woman, picking up the game as quick.
Yeah.
And I that's why I like her. Like, I love Charlotte. You guys know I love Charlotte. And then Binky, I love her too. I just love an athletic girl who's pretty and comes into it and they're not afraid to get dirty. You know what I mean? I love that shit. And Binky was really memorable. Her elimination was super memorable, and I see that NXT is trying to position her and get her in, and they made that elimination memorable. So when she pops up again, we could be like, oh my god, that's the girl that the Icons yanked by the hair to eliminate.
Yeah.
So it was cool. And Candice LeRae, she was a surprise. That was a cool surprise to see her.
I didn't think she was going to be there because I was watching the match. And I was trying to, because they did Lacey's entrance, someone else's, and then Nikki Cross's.
Yeah.
And then they did, obviously, he went to commercial, so he came back, and then it was Liv Morgan, etc. So you missed all like the mid-carders of like their entrances. And I literally saw the blonde hair and thought, oh, it's Mandy. Where is Mandy?
I don't know.
I was wondering where she was during this entire match. But she's still signed.
Yeah, she's still signed. She works live shows. I feel like they definitely got plans for her, too. I think NXT is being really smart on how they use their women. They're trying to build a whole new division, and to throw everybody out there at once, it's just going to be a mess. People are going to be forgotten about. And look at what they did with Ruby Riott. They brought her up. They built her. They got her on a takeover. Look at what they did with the Icons. They brought them. They established them. You just got to give them time. Everybody's getting formed on NXT. Liv Morgan, she's still going through the process because Liv is a little green, but Liv can go. She's scrappy, and they like that, and she's a good seller. She's a good babyface. She's needed to be on television right now. If she wasn't needed, she wouldn't be on television. That's how I view the whole Liv Morgan thing, because they need that baby face to be out there. But I think eventually she's going to show up, because we have enough heels on NXT with the women, and the Icons are killing it. What's Mandy going to do right now? Nothing. She can't compete with the Icons yet. Are you kidding? And the Icons had 5 eliminations. 5 eliminations. They got the most eliminations in any women's battle royal in history. And they let social media know about it.
I didn't see that they wrote that. I just seen that they were on the. Sorry, I've answered the front door.
No problem.
I see that they like put loads of eliminations in, and then they were counting them through the match, weren't they?
So what else did you want to mention?
Oh,
I know you said something.
Hate Aaliyah.
Oh, why did they hate her? I think that who did she eliminate? Did she eliminate? She eliminated. That
Macy.
Not Macy, the other girl, Ellering's daughter.
Oh yeah, Rachel Evers.
Oh yeah, I think that's why she got booed. But Aaliyah's lost.
But then when Nikki eliminated her, they were saying thank you, Nikki. So I don't know.
Maybe is she a heel now? She needs to be a heel.
After that reaction, she has to be.
She's just not connecting with the crowds. Period.
Yeah.
And WWE needs to stop fucking around with her. They should probably turn her. Come on, this girl looks Arabic as fuck. Come on. She needs to be the freaking tycoon's oil spilling daughter that's spoiled rotten. Calls her daddy to get her way. Like, I don't understand why NXT won't push a character like that. I don't get it. And Aaliyah just screamed spoiled rich brat. And I pushed this for Alexa Bliss for a long time, but Alexa Bliss is capable of many things, as we know now. But that character can still be taken up, and I feel like Aaliyah could do it. Can she deliver it? Who knows? Hopefully she listens to this podcast, and she realizes, you know what, that's a good idea, because the cat meow, what the fuck is that? What is that?
It's like, I think it's meant to be like the cat's pajamas, like that's the coolest thing.
The cat's pajamas?
Yeah, they say it. It's in School of Rock.
No, I don't know what that is.
It says it in School of Rock. It's the cat's pajamas.
Girl, bye on that one.
Okay, so with Nikki Cross, which I thought was quite interesting.
Yeah.
You know Sanity?
Yes.
Do you know why they're called Sanity?
No.
Okay, so when they debuted, think of the 4 that were in it. There was Sawyer Fulton, S. Alexander Wolf, A. Nikki Cross, which is N-I, and then that's why the T looks like a religious cross. And then Y for Young.
Oh.
Sanity.
Okay.
I learnt that today. I thought it was really interesting. You could have sounded more interested if you wanted.
Wait, did you put that together, or is this something you found?
I found it online.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know
bitch,
that.
don't try me. I was just trying to put it all together in my head. I was processing it. I was taking it in. You fucking...
So S for Sawyer, A for Alexander, N-I for Nikki, then the T is like the religious cross, so Nikki Cross. And then Y for Young.
Okay, that's cute. I like that. Maybe a fan just made up this acronym, or did somebody from Sanity post it?
I don't even remember where I seen it. I literally seen it about
like a
2 hours ago.
Instagram post or something?
It may have been. But I was like, wow, didn't know that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that either. I think that is a little clever little insider on Sanity.
It says, it's actually on Wikipedia. It has its own, I'll just Google it then. It has its own section, and it says, the name Sanity comes from the letters of each member's name. S for Sawyer Fulton, A for Alexander Wolf, N-I-T for Nikki Cross, T representing a cross, and Y for Eric Young, is what it says.
Okay.
But I thought it was interesting.
So who else was your favorite elimination in this match?
I loved the Binky elimination. I thought that was really, really, really
that was
clever.
My favorite.
I liked
Liv's dropkick. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was on Sarah Bridges, wasn't it?
Yeah, and she got booed for that.
Yeah, oh, poor Liv. But I liked that when Billy was thrown out and Peyton was like, no!
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Losing her shit.
I was kind of pissed when my girl got eliminated, but another one of my favorite elimination was when the NXT Women's Champion came in there for the final 4, I think it was the final 3 women, and she came in
when she threw
Amber Moon straight to the moon.
Yeah,
straight to the moon. Amber went like a dart, kid. I was just like,
do you think she was meant to hit the post and missed?
I don't know. I think she was just supposed to make it look ugly. Like, I know a lot of fans are saying that she's injured, but then there's some reports saying that she's not injured, it's a work, and then there's pictures of her coming up with a sling, which I think it's a work, just by the way that she was selling. It looked like she was just like oh, ow, ow, ow. Like, she didn't look like she was really hurt. And the way that the referees were, like, standing to the side, it looked like this was all planned. It looked like it was all planned. And Ember, people forget, Ember had a TLC match where she went through tables and chairs, all kinds of crazy-ass shit with our girl Hanaya the Howling Huntress. And I was just like, that bump was a cakewalk for fucking Ember Moon. So that's why I was like, I don't think she's injured at all. Maybe she's a little banged up and bruised up because you can't fake a fall like that. Ouch.
No, but I liked at the end when... So, like, Ruby's sort of, like, heavily breathing, like she's having a panic attack.
I love that, because, like, Asuka came and, like, humiliated her. Asuka kicked her right in the freaking head, like, and then she ran over and she kicked. Who was the other chick in the ring? Nikki kicked like baseball.
But then Nikki's like going Asuka through the ring, and then as she gets to the ropes and sees Ember, she's like, ha.
Yeah, she laughed at Ember, and I was like, how cool that. At that point, I looked at all of those women that were left, and I was like, wow, NXT. I was like, this is exactly what they've been doing. They've been building all these women slowly, just to bring them all together, so we can have a new form of the Sasha Bailey. The what?
They're putting Ruby involved though, because like the way that the land should be, you know, she hadn't earned her spot on the roster yet, but she has got the talent behind her in the history. You know, it should have been someone like Liv, you know, for the timing, but Ruby has got like the independence experience, and she is a brilliant talent.
You can't deny Ruby. That's the thing.
She's amazing. I remember when we did our end of year rankings last year, and me and Nick going through them trying to sort out that list. And I said quite early on, Heidi Lovelace as she was back then, and he was like, "Why? She's from the Indies." And I was like, "No, you don't understand how talented she is. She's incredible, and I'm so happy that she's involved."
She's good. Like, you know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of Sasha Banks' famous tweet, "Be so good that they can't ignore you." And that's exactly what Ruby Riott is. Like, she's memorable. Every time they give her a chance, every time they put the camera on her, she makes sure she gives her all. Like, when Asuka kicked her and she was just selling it and she was crying. Like, she was like, damn. Like, she couldn't even think straight because she just lost her chance to get the title shot. You know what I mean? And she was this close. Yeah. She just been through all these women. And then to get attacked by the NXT Women's Champion like that, Asuka just came out and then she goes, "Nobody is ready for Asuka."
Nobody is ready.
And then she's like running around going crazy. Like, I love how Asuka's so arrogant. She's so cocky right now.
I don't understand if she's supposed to be a face or a heel. But I don't think it matters in NXT.
It doesn't.
Anymore.
It doesn't, especially when it comes to Asuka. The thing with Asuka is they're booking her how she's gonna lose the belt, and you know how she's gonna lose the belt, Sam? She's gonna beat herself. Her cockiness is gonna be her demise, and that's the story. Do
you think she'll lose at Chicago?
Yes, I think it's time.
You do?
Yep. I think she's gonna lose it in Chicago, and then she's probably gonna get her rematch. I don't know. Maybe Ember, or maybe they might surprise us and give it to Ruby. But
I don't think Nikki's gonna get it.
No,
I think it's gonna be Ruby or Ember.
Yeah.
I think they're building up Ruby either really quickly to give her this title run straight away, or we're gonna get the one that Ember deserves. But I'm having this Becky Lynch sort of thing with Ember again, where I think they're a better chaser than a champion.
Yeah, like I agree, but I could see Ember as champion.
Oh, I can see Ember as champion. That's not an issue, but I think she's going to be a better chaser than a champion at the moment. At the moment,
I think they want to give it to Ruby so she can go in it with the Icons, so they can stop feuding. And I don't know, but I know there's a lot of talk with the Icons getting moved up to the main roster because they're so beloved.
We'll talk about that later.
But
that's a question from a fan.
You know, all right. You know, me and Sam can sit here and talk about NXT all motherfucking
literally.
night. But hold on 1 second. I gotta go fucking take care of this real quick. But Sam, keep going on.
About what? I'll do TNA then while you're gone.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, so I don't know if it was this week on TNA or last week because their YouTube channel is appalling and you can't really tell what was from when. But they've gone back and joined with World of Sport, like the UK one, and Global Force Wrestling. So they've signed Christina Boneri, who was Toxin a couple of years back, and she had a match with some girl whose name I can't remember.
Ava
something. And oh my god, that finisher where she's like pushes her but runs and then it's like a backstabber.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
That was incredible.
I actually watched that match, too.
That was good. I like that. Best of luck to Christina in TNA. And also what they're doing with Laurel, the fact that she's still in that wedding dress.
Who is that nasty-ass guy she's with? Like, I think that they're trying to make her look like
King Congo or something like that.
How stupid. I'm sorry.
But it's funny. I get that she's funny. I quite like Laurel.
I like Laurel. I love her. We had her on the show. But
we did.
I don't like that TNA put her with that random-ass guy. Like, what's their deal?
I think it's just because she's lost her mind. And she's still in that wedding dress.
I mean, how many people are going to have, like, they're going to be crazy in TNA? Like, we already got Rosemary. Like, why does she... I just don't get it. I don't get it. And then now they're going to try to merge the belts. Like, the knockout titles are going to be merged with the global...
Rosemary against Christina Von Eerie.
And they're acting like Christina Von Eerie's championship is so prestigious, but she's the first champion. I was like, what? I just can't. I can't.
I hope that Christina Von Eerie does win it, because I like her.
I like her too. I like her new look. I'm glad that she dropped the mohawk thing. Wasn't she Skyla in WWE for a bit and then she quit? Or was that Buggy? No, that was Buggy.
There was Buggy Nova or Buggy Moon, whatever her name was.
I always mix those two up.
But I don't know who actually that Buggy Nova was or Buggy Moon.
Was it Buggy? I think she is Christina Von Erich.
I'm on it right now. Buggy Moon. No, Buggy Moon. She was not. Christina Von Eerie has never been in WWE.
Oh, I thought she was.
But it is Buggy Moon, isn't it?
Is it?
That was her name.
Yeah, it was like. Yeah, I know that she had Skyla.
She was Skylar Moon at one point. Natalie Osmond.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Skylar Moon.
She ended up quitting. She ended up quitting NXT. I remember.
Let's find it.
Wow,
WWE. So she had tryout matches against AJ Lee. Made her debut and she won a bikini contest.
Ooh. Became
tag team partners with Eva Lise for a little bit. Oh, Osmond made her debut for WWE NXT in August 16th taping. Other than in Skylar Moon when she teamed up with Raquel Diaz to defeat Paige and Emma. Moon teamed up with Paige in a winning effort. On January the 11th, it was reported she was released from her contract.
Okay,
she had 2 matches.
Yeah, and I think she had an eating disorder. Like, there was a lot going on with her.
Yeah, because she looked different, didn't she? So
yeah.
She had whatever she is now, best of luck to her.
Mm-hmm. I hope she's good. Hope you're well, girl. But, what else is there about TNA? Sienna and fucking Karen are going at it. I don't know, like...
Karen?
Who's Rosemary?
We have a girl at work called Karen, and I just go, Karen, whenever I see her. So.
Who's Rosemary feuding with?
She's going to be feuding with Christina.
Okay. And I guess that's it.
About it.
Well, that's TNA.
Well, yeah, that was it. Questions? Will we do some questions?
Yeah, let's do some questions. Let's take some listener questions.
Well, thank you all for your questions anyway. There are some repeat offenders on these questions.
Good, that's fine. Ask their questions.
So that's always good.
We're going to answer every single one of these questions.
Well, at Divination says, okay, before I ask questions, I've missed you bitches so much. Love you all. So thanks for that.
Love you too.
The first question is, who do you think will be the next call-up from NXT?
Oh.
I think
Asuka.
DIY.
I think it's gonna be... Oh, for women or like the guys?
It just says the next call-up. It doesn't say male or female.
Oh, damn. Now that opens the door. For females, I will say Asuka. For male...
No, I don't see it being Asuka.
I
think Liv.
I can see Liv. But I feel like Liv
going
needs...
up to SmackDown.
She needs NXT, though. That girl needs it a little longer.
She does.
For men...
Well, everyone thought that Carmella needed NXT. Look how she's doing now. I think Liv is going to go to SmackDown. Before the Icons. Icons need to stay in NXT for a bit. In my opinion. But we'll talk about it later. Who do you think?
For the women, I think it's going to be Asuka, to be honest. But for men, I don't know. I don't know about the men.
DIY.
Well, we have so many tag teams. We just brought up the Revival, so I think that DIY needs to be in NXT.
We got Heavy Machinery in NXT. You've got TM6 Warner, due back soon.
Yeah, but they're not as big. They don't sell tickets.
The Healy Brothers.
They're not selling
well.
tickets,
They're
boo.
Huge. But that's why I think they're going to sort of build teams up now.
They have to before they bring them up.
They've also asked, how would you book the rest of Naomi's title reign?
I'm sorry?
How would you book the rest of Naomi's title reign?
Natty. Her and Natty.
And then the next comment says, James mentioned on the last podcast that he wanted Natalya to have a title reign.
Oh,
how would you book this? Who would you have her take off? So you'd have her take off Naomi, realistically.
That's like too long to I can't give you a full answer, guy. But what I will say is that Natty is the most compelling heel on SmackDown right now. Natty's causing the most trouble. She's beating up girls backstage. She got Carmella and Tamina under her wing right now, and James. And she looks the best. She's the best there ever was. She's the best there ever is. She's the best that there ever will be. Yeah, the 2 paws is amazing. Have you watched Total Divas? Hello. So yeah, I'm going with Natty, and I can't really tell you how we'd book this, but NXT is. I'm sorry. Damn, SmackDown, you're doing that well, SmackDown, and I'm confusing you with motherfucking NXT, girl. Damn, but I SmackDown is promising, and I have faith in SmackDown. So yeah,
I think
it's Natty.
I'd have. Well, obviously I want Carmella to take off her, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the next question is from King JJ130. Says, what do you think is the biggest money match? What do you think is the biggest money women's match Raw, SmackDown, and NXT can individual produce this year?
This is easy. For each brand?
Yeah.
Okay. Raw, Alexa and Sasha.
Sasha versus Sasha.
SmackDown, Nikki Bella and Charlotte. NXT,
This possible 4-way that they're going to have.
Yeah.
Oh, no. This possible 4-way, but then I'd somehow want the icons involved, because then that would be great, because the icons have so much fan interaction in this.
Something with the icons on NXT, to be honest, because I just fucking love those girls.
You think Nikki and Charlotte, though? Yeah.
Nikki Bella and Charlotte is the big money match on SmackDown. Hell yeah. Absolutely.
I hope that it is now, because obviously since their last feud, the women's division has changed. They are now women, not divas, and the last time they fought, they were divas.
And
so
remember
when
we had the whole SmackDown versus Raw match, and Charlotte showed up on SmackDown, and Nikki Bella punched her in the freaking face? That was awesome. They have great chemistry, those two. And, they even had an interview together, and then Charlotte was talking about how she always looked at Nikki Bella as a superstar, and Nikki Bella is where she wants to be. And Charlotte, see, this is why I like Charlotte. She's honest. She knows that she's so good in wrestling, but Nikki Bella is a superstar. Nikki Bella is a star.
Superstar.
Nikki Bella turned down turned down Dancing with the Stars for wrestling, too. Clock that T for the haters. But, people want Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella's a hot commodity right now. So, definitely, Charlotte and Nikki Bella for SmackDown all day.
I can see that now that you explain it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to the hopeful feud of Charlotte and Naomi, though.
Yeah, that would be good. Those two have a good feud. Yeah, for sure.
Next question is from our little friend, Megan. Hello, Maggie.
Oh, I miss Megan.
And, well, she's put a question and then it's followed up by saying, by the way, I miss you guys.
Aww.
So she says, what needs to improve on both Raw and SmackDown?
That's a good question, Megan. For Raw, I think they have been improving. I was going to say less general manager, less Stephanie McMahon, and it's been great now with Kurt running the show.
Yeah.
I think they should go down to 2 hours.
I was going to say before, when we talked about the money matches, isn't it weird how, fans are really invested in NXT, and that's an hour?
Yeah.
And then the next show that they're invested in is SmackDown, which is 2 hours. And the one that people seem to not really care about anymore is Raw, which is 3 hours.
Because Raw is just stretched out and filled with a bunch of fucking nonsense. That's why.
So it needs to be just the three.
It needs to be 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
But with SmackDown's doing great.
I don't think SmackDown needs to improve right now. I'm comfortable where it is.
Can't fix what's not broken.
Exactly.
And NXT has always been good with me. All I will say is...
Well, she never included NXT, so obviously she knows that they're doing well.
Oh. But what I will change with NXT is I want them to... More backstage segments with the women. I need more, because every time we see them backstage, they're usually with William Regal or something. I want a storyline driven. Like, remember when Nia threw Bayley through the door? Like, I need something like that. But I liked when the Icons dragged Liv Morgan backstage. I thought that was cool. They literally dragged her. But I just want... And when they beat up Asuka backstage, even though, they have their moments on NXT. I just want more of it. That's my only gripe.
We will get more of it.
A little more. And I know they'll give it to us.
Next question is from Diva Nation again.
Yes.
What do you think should happen with the Icons? Move up to the main roster, a title run in NXT, or something else? I don't think they're ready to move up. I just don't want them to move up just yet. I'm happy with them down there. And I'm not fussed if they don't have a title. Okay. I just sort of like that they're having their own storylines, and I'd like them to sort of take out everyone slowly.
Is this a prediction, or what do we think? Like, what would we like?
It says, what do you think should happen with the Icons?
Oh, okay. What do I think should happen with the Icons is keep them on NXT right now, because they're doing a great job there. And when Brie Bella drops that baby and Nikki Bella's back, they go back to NXT. Nikki Bella and Brie will debut on SmackDown, and they'll get into a feud with somebody, whoever. They'll start doing their things. And then before, they go off again, because the Bellas are going to be on again and off again. Before they go off, I want the Icons to debut on SmackDown and beat the crap out of the Bella Twins to write them off TV. And then the Bella Twins can come back for a big match with the Icons, like at SummerSlam or WrestleMania or Royal Rumble, like a big pay-per-view, and have the Bella Twins versus the Icons. Because the way the Icons are being booked right now, they can get to that level where they can be the heels against the Bellas, and I think it would be great. And Nikki Bella is a big fan of the Icons, like she's loving them. So I definitely think that she would want to work with them. Come on, they're a duo. The Bella Twins are a duo. It's inevitable. So I feel like that's how the Icons should debut on SmackDown. Now, that's why when you said maybe the Icons can go up, and like a lot of the fans, they want the Icons to go up right now to SmackDown, but I feel like it would be such a wasted opportunity where they're still doing the damn thing on NXT. They're still entertaining as fuck on NXT. Wait for Brie to have her baby and get her body snatched, because Brie will do that quickly.
She will do it.
Brie will snap right back. And Nikki Bella,
has been born yet?
She's due any day now.
Yeah.
So that's how I would book the Icons.
Yeah, I think you're probably the same. It is a great idea. I don't want them to have the title in NXT.
No.
I don't think that... Because I feel like if they give one of them the title, it's like saying that one's better than the other one. And they're not. I think they're both equally as talented as each other.
I think they would do the late cool thing. Like, but instead of splitting the belt in half, they'll both have a championship. Like, NXT will give them another, like, a replica, like, the same championship. Like, they'll both have it. But they don't need the belt, to be honest. They don't need it.
No, they don't.
That's
why I like them.
No.
Okay, the next question is from King JJ130 again, and they said, do you think Alexa Bliss has a bigger chance of being the next Trish Stratus than Charlotte does?
Baby, Trish Stratus can't even be the next Charlotte. Charlotte has surpassed Trish Stratus. Okay? How about that?
Okay,
that's all I gotta say.
My response to that is Alexa Bliss will be the next Charlotte.
Yes, much better.
That is my response to that question.
Are you kidding me?
No,
when it comes to wrestling, okay, like I understand Trish is a legend, bitch. She in her era, Trish was that bitch. But if you really want to sit down and compare these women, not being biased, just by the way that they've been booked, the way they portrayed on television, Charlotte. Period.
Alexa is the next Charlotte. I'm standing by this.
She could be.
She will be.
It's big shoes
to fill. The next question, moving on, not having to talk about Charlotte for 4 hours. Roll up, Queen Charlotte has arrived.
Damn right.
Next question is from Random Guy 12W, which is Corey. Who is the most overrated female superstars on Raw and SmackDown, and who is the most underrated? So the most overrated woman on Raw, in my opinion, is Bayley.
Oh, damn.
And come for me if you want, I believe in that. But I think she's the most overrated woman on Raw.
I would say Stephanie. Super overrated.
Okay.
And for SmackDown,
underrated.
Oh,
on Raw.
On Raw.
I'd say
Emma
or Maurice.
Really, I think Maurice is utilized perfectly.
I'd like to see. Obviously,
you want to see her wrestle,
but I'd like to see her wrestle because she was one of my favorites back in the day.
Yeah, I just love her with her husband. They're just fucking great together.
What about SmackDown? Most overrated on SmackDown.
This is tough. Listeners, you guys are gonna get mad as fuck. Naomi.
I knew exactly what you were gonna say.
I think Naomi's a little overrated. Like, she's great, don't get me wrong, but she's a little overrated, you guys. You guys need to calm down a bit. But
I have to agree with you on that.
But I like Naomi. I think she's super fucking talented. But, like, when it comes to, like, full package and the way that people push her to be, like, she's the best, like, not so much. But yeah, I love Naomi. I agree on that. And I do believe that she deserves to be champion right now. Like, it's her time, for sure. But she's not the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was underrated. Carmella.
Ooh, Natty. Natty is just underrated. I'm sorry, like I'm sticking for Natty all day. That's my girl.
I'm sticking for Carmella.
If I ever met Natty, guys, like I don't know if I don't think I'd cry if I met Charlotte. I'd just be so happy, but I'd cry if I meet Natty. I don't know why. She's just so sweet, and I just want to hug her, and she's so nice. And I want her to do well. I want her to retire. Like, Natty's going through a lot. Like, people don't understand, like, what happened with her husband and her whole family, her uncle, and she's still there with a smile on her face, and she still works her ass off, and, like, she reinvented herself. I look at stuff like that. So, I just love Natty.
Yeah. Well, that kind of ties into the next question, actually, and it's me versus you, basically.
Ooh.
So, the next question is from Bella K. Royce, which is Matthew.
Oh, hey, Matt.
Would you rather... What?
I gave Matt a little shout out. Hey.
Hey. Would you like to see Natty or Carmella take the title off Naomi? You say Natty, I say Carmella.
Mm-hmm.
We both have our own reasons, but we're both very strong and opinionated in our reasons for that. So, thanks for the question, Matt. But we're not going to answer that because
I think that one was obvious. With me and Sam, that was super obvious.
Yeah. The next question is from Fearless A1, which is Anthony. Mm-hmm. It says, book this match, a fatal 4-way elimination match between the Bellas, Trish and Lita, the Icons, and Laycool.
Ooh. I like that idea.
Yeah, that would be a great match, but I would honestly have the Icons as the overall winners, because they're going to be the next big thing.
You got to push over, you got to pass the torch. I'd go with the Icons.
And the best way to do it is to have them take out those three.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I would go with the Icons. It would be cool. I like that idea.
Yeah, that would be I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, wow, that would be pretty awesome.
That would be a cool-ass match.
And it's nice that, like, he's also involved Laycool.
Yeah, because Laycool is another big duo.
Team.
He named basically all of the biggest duos. Like, Lita and Trish were bigger as enemies, but, like, you know, like, they have a nostalgia together that...
Yeah.
When you think of Trish, you always think of Lita, so... Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, they come as a pairing, don't they?
That was a great question. Love
Great
that.
question, Fearless A1.
Yes.
Diva Nation with more questions.
Yeah, so Diva Nation, just hit us with it, bitch.
He's on it. He or she, I'm very sorry. Lots of fans are commenting on Dana, Alexa, Carmella, and Nia's wrestling. Do you think any of them were called up too early?
Dana, Nia, and...
Alexa and Carmella.
I don't think they were called...
I think Dana's call-up was slightly premature.
Okay.
But...
There was a purpose for Dana. It just went left.
That's what I mean, yeah. It didn't work out, so that's why I think...
Yeah, that's why you say Dana.
It was slightly premature, but... They found a way to make it work, so...
Yeah.
I'm
for
happy.
me...
I don't think, in reality, none of them were called up too early.
I thought Alexa and Carmella were, to be honest. But...
Well, Carmella... Yes, Alexa maybe could have had a title run down there, but I'm glad that she never. But Carmella, I do agree, was maybe a bit premature, but only because... Since they lost everyone going up...
Right.
I would have liked to have seen Carmella as developed more down there as a front runner. Than an underdog.
I feel like now looking at it, like they were meant to go up. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like tough because now with the new girls coming in, it's like they were meant. It was just meant to be. But WWE really just pulled a plug on NXT, and took everybody. So that's why there's such a struggle in the women's division, because the women's division was so strong on NXT. It was strong as hell that WWE had to take these women. And same with Nia. Like, people try to say that Nia is green and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, how is she green? Because she moves a little slower than the other women. She's a bigger woman. She's a different style. So no, definitely not. But I would have liked to see Nia stick around on NXT, but she was the first call up from NXT out of the women. So
yeah, and she was like done live as well.
Yeah, that was a tough question. That was a good question. It was tough.
Another question by him or her says, in hindsight, do you think Asuka should have never won the champion and been called up and have someone like Nia, Alexa, Carmella, or Dana as the NXT champ?
Absolutely not.
They've done the right thing with Asuka.
Yes, Asuka needed to be in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Now
there's no other explanation.
Yeah.
Asuka is NXT.
And it benefited Asuka. It got her used to the American style, calling matches with people who don't speak her language. She learning English. It just, if I wasn't the moon. No. Amber Moon. She's the moon. No. The sun will never shine brighter than the moon. No. I can't even say it.
It was something like that anyway.
No, it was, the moon will never shine brighter than the sun. And I am the sun. I told Jared that if I ever became a housewife, that would be my tagline.
Was it really? Oh my
I was
God,
like,
so
the moon will never shine brighter than the sun. And I'm the sun. Ding, 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 ding. You know? And I also can't, because we're corny like that, because we love the housewives. So I was telling him my other tagline would be, I say burn all your bridges while you still have the flame. Or no, I say burn all your bridges while you still have control of the flame. And then he was like, that's too long. He's like, how about you change it to, I say burn all your bridges while the match is still lit.
Oh God.
I was like, yes, that's a good one. Don't be stealing my fucking taglines, housewives, bitch. This show is copyrighted.
Be something like, fake it till you make it.
I think they've done that before. Like Kyle Richards says, what did she say? I'm an expert in luxury. I could always spot a fake.
I don't know what that means. I don't watch The Housewives.
Oh, the crown is heavy, darling, so just leave it where it belongs. That's Lisa Vanderpump's tagline.
Oh God.
I love her.
Moving on, questions?
Yes, darling.
King JJ is back.
Oh, hello.
With Mickie James hasn't been getting the reactions you'd expect a legend like her would. Why do you think this is so? I'm going to leave this to you answer, because obviously you are very opinionated about this.
So, you know how early in the show we said that later we're going to talk about that? I completely forgot, and it's that justifies my answer. She's the same Mickie James that we had in 2008. Nothing's changed. The same theme song, same entrance music, whatever, same entrance, same hoppity Scott point up into the sky, same ugly lampshade gear, like the bell bottoms on the bottom, same moveset, same 5 moves of doom into the kick up and yell at the crowd. Like, we're past that. She hasn't evolved. The reinvention of Mickie James, she hasn't reinvented shit. She hasn't even come up with a new gear, like a new look. Nothing. Is it her fault? Maybe not. Maybe WWE wants to push her this way. But Mickie James, you should know better, girl. You should not bend over backwards for them. This is why I don't respect her. Because if WWE is doing this to you, and it's WWE the reasoning why you're dressed like that, you should have stood up for yourself and said, no, I already did that. I'm coming back as a new performer. Like, times have changed. I got to change with the times.
I liked it when she came back with that gear for TakeOver, because that was supposed to be like a one-off.
Right, it was supposed to be that one-off.
That didn't bother me. That didn't bug me.
It bugged me a bit, because it's hideous. But
it's hideous, but it's trademark.
Yeah, but that's the thing, Sam. She's still the same from 2007.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. I mean, like, it worked for TakeOver.
Right, because she was a woman from the past, like one of the greats from the past that was here to dethrone Asuka. Like, I get it, but, like, she should have left it at that. WWE should have left it at that. So, if anybody should be at fault, if it's WWE, then WWE should take the heat. But if it's Mickie James, she should definitely take the heat. I can't connect with that woman, and clearly, I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
She needs to reinvent herself and be true to the whole reinvention of Mickie James. Because as of right now, girl, you're just somebody's auntie in the ring. And did you catch that shade when Alexa Bliss called her old? I was like, damn, girl.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. She said something to her. She threw some shade at her. I forgot what she said, but it was along. Saying that she something about her wrestling with Mae Young and coming up with Mae Young and Moolah, some shit like that.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. So
next question. We have 2 more questions.
Yes.
King JJ again.
Hello.
Do you think Nikki Bella will be interested in the women's title picture when she returns, and do you expect another title reign? I don't see another title reign in Nikki's future. I don't think she needs it.
She doesn't need it. But
no, that's why I don't think that she'll have one.
But I feel like WWE will give it to her before she leaves, just to put her name in there. I feel like she deserves to hold that belt at least once. Not for long. Like, she don't have to have a long title reign. But before she leaves, yes, I think WWE should put the belt on her. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Not right away.
She needs it.
She doesn't need it, Sam. But I'm just saying, out of respect, if she's going out, out of everything she's done for this company, how she's pioneered the women's division, how she's a co-executive producer for fucking Total Divas and Total Bellas. Nikki Bella's doing the damn thing. She's getting her name out there. And this is something I sat on this podcast and bitched about for so long about her brand, that she needs to get her brand out. Stop talking about it, Nikki, and just fucking do it. And she's doing it. And I praise that shit. If you're going to do well, I'm going to praise you. Like Rosa Mendes, I shaded this girl forever. And then she got her business together and everything. I'm like, good for her. She's doing her fit mommy. Her and her husband, they're cute as hell. I support her husband's brand. I always talk about it. He even made Two Paws his shirt. I saw Total Divas. But I give them their props. And for somebody like a Nikki Bella, Sam, she's such a big star in the wrestling community, and outside of the WWE bubble, she's the most recognizable woman. It is what it is. Her and her sister, they have a whole built-in gimmick. They were born as twins. Everybody knows the Bella twins, you know what I mean? So they're at award shows, they're on red carpets. She's on E. She's a sister show to the Kardashians, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So WWE definitely wants Nikki Bella's name under their people who's held the WWE Women's Championship, because Nikki Bella can turn around and blow up overnight. You never know. So
you never know.
So that's why I think WWE will give it to her, and I think she deserves it. This girl's giving her fucking neck for this company. Why do people they say that about Lita, but they won't say it about Nikki? I don't get it. Is it because she's different? She has implants, like Lita had implants, or is it because she's a pretty Latina girl? Is that what it is? Oh no, she's not really Latina. She's more of a white girl,
Italian.
So is that the reason why you don't like her? What's the tea? Oh, she's not a good wrestler. This girl's wrestled more matches than any woman on the roster. Nikki Bella wrestled before she went on an injury. She wrestled every fucking week, every live show as champion. She's put in the fucking work, and she deserves it.
Agreed.
Yeah. So.
We have one final question.
Oh, last caller.
Last call.
Caller, you're on the line. What is your question?
Nerdy_guy18, who is Corey G.
Ooh.
Hey, Corey.
Who's this Corey? Oh, Corey. I know who Corey G is. Hey, Corey.
Yeah. I heard rumors of Maria and Mike Bennett coming to SmackDown. Do you believe that they should go down to NXT first?
No.
Nope.
We've heard this rumor as well, my friend. And, definitely send her up to SmackDown.
Straight away, they do not need...
They don't need NXT. If anything, they're going to take away from people in NXT. We already got Bobby Roode down there. We got Hideo Itami. We got, what's his name? The big guy that just came back, Drew McIntyre. We got Aleister Black, who I love. We got some good guys down on NXT. And we'd need the Miracle and Maria on SmackDown for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep. Definitely.
That's good. Mm-hmm. And that concludes our questions.
A lot of questions. A lot of good questions.
Whilst we've been on the show as well, I've just noticed, Chris Jericho has officially announced his leaving.
Oh, yeah. I read that earlier. But has it been officially announced?
Like, in the past hour, it's been...
Oh, he put out his statement.
By him. Yeah.
Good. Good for him. He'll be back. You know, Chris, he goes and he comes back, so...
Oh my god, there's Alexa Bliss tweeted a hilarious picture as well.
Of Chris?
No, of her and Nia.
Oh, is it the life size?
Yeah, oh my god, that's so funny.
Well, speaking of pictures, let's talk about it. Charlotte's nudes leaked, guys, and big fucking deal. It's 2016. If you're somebody with a name to you and a platform, somebody's gonna try to hack your phone and try to get something. And
I will literally go back to my tweet I said about Paige, where everyone's kicking up about it. But we live in a world where everyone's done it.
Exactly. And to be honest with you guys, I don't think it's a big fucking deal. It was just some fucking titties. Get the fuck over it. Like, I'm sorry. I think it's because we're grown, Sam. Like, I think the kids are making it a big to-do because it's, oh my god, boobs. Charlotte's boobs. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Get over it. Who cares?
Like, okay.
Honestly, guys, I really don't care. She's still the motherfucking queen. And Charlotte put out a statement. She was like that her phones were hacked. And I think that she stayed a bit in character. She's like, I need those pictures taken off the internet immediately. So I was like, all right, Charlotte. And I was like, yeah. So I retweeted her. I was like, yeah, hackers trying to take down the queen. Ain't gonna happen. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, it missed me with all that bullshit. You guys did it to Paige. It's done, blown over. Ain't nobody talking about Paige and her fucking scandal. Like, who cares? It's just sex. Yeah. Next. It's not interesting to me. And her boobs looked great. Charlotte, that boob job that you got looks amazing. It looks natural as hell. Your aureola is on point. It's popping. You look great. Like, girl, bye. It looked like her boob looked like a teardrop. Like, so good. So good.
She got it going on.
Alright. What else do we got? Is that it?
I think so.
So back to the sad part, guys.
Well,
this is it. We've said a lot.
No.
We've said a whole lot on the Payback podcast, but...
Over 3.5 years.
And we wanted it to be... I wanted our last show to be special and have, like, another original member instead of just me and Sam. But, I guess you guys are used to it this way.
Well...
But, so here's the tea, guys. I'll let you guys know when's the next time we'll be back or around the time. I won't be back until mid-June. Mid-June will be when we come back. We'll relaunch. Our social media will be still open. And, Nick and Sam will be running that. Taking care of that. And if you guys ever have any questions on what's going on with WWE, if you guys want to hear our opinions, you guys know you guys can always just shoot over questions to us and we'll answer it on our social media account. Or you can tweet Sam, you can tweet me, you can tweet Nick. Do whatever you gotta do. But we'll be back. You'll definitely hear from Sam again. Definitely. For 100%. Sure. But it's just gonna be a different format. It's gonna be a little different when we come back. But I'm excited for the future. And I think it's going to be good. I think we're going in the right direction. Even though it sucks.
Yeah. It does suck, majorly.
Yeah, but it's realistic.
This come to an end.
Yeah, that's true. This is our reality at this point. It's the reality. We can't fake it for you guys anymore and say that. I can't promise you that next Thursday we'd be on. That's the problem. You know? I can't.
Despite that I'm off work next Thursday, just saying.
Oh yeah, Sam's off next week. But the week after that, I can't promise.
But you're at a wedding.
Yeah, I do have a wedding next week.
Oh my god, that's the wedding.
Yes. That's the wedding that was holding me back, bitch. When is Raw? In the UK?
Monday.
Oh, it's this Monday.
Yeah.
Oh yes, because the wedding is on
the
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Well, it is what it is. It's going to be a busy weekend.
Yeah.
Alright.
Mega busy. They don't want to do it.
Tee-hee-hee. Well, guys.
So just keep going. We don't have to say anything else. We'll just keep chatting.
Don't cry, Sam. Girl, hold it together. Hold it together.
Okay.
Fix that face. Ooh, fix that face.
It's so sad.
I mean, like, Sam, all I know is that this is not the last time me and you are going to sit and talk about wrestling on a podcast.
We're like Chris Jericho. Think of it that way. We'll be back.
We definitely will be back. Well, thanks, guys. Thank you guys so much for your support throughout the years on the Pipe Bomb podcast. We will be back. One thing I will tell you guys is the river will be coming back. The river is ours. The river is something that I came up with a couple of years ago. When was it? In 2016 or 15? It was 2015 when Sonny and Ashley Mazzaro went at it. And that's when the river was born. So make sure you guys let us know about your memories. Go back, look, watch all of our previous episodes. We're always going to keep this channel.
You know what's annoying?
I'm sorry?
We never got the behind the shade. Keeping up with the shade.
I know. I never even recorded mine. I was just so mad at everyone. I was just like, why am I gonna do this? They can't even show up for a show. And I didn't.
I sent you mine straight away.
And I didn't even I didn't have the energy or the passion to even do it or edit it. I was just so. That's what I'm telling you guys. I was just so angry, and I didn't want to be angry on doing a podcast. It's supposed to be fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, this is just not. I just wanted everybody to be on the show every week. 4 people. That's how we built the show. And that's how our show was growing. That was how the success to our show was us 4. You know what I mean? And it's not that. I just feel like it's just my talking head and Sam.
Yeah.
That's what it just became. So why not rebrand the show and keep it pushing?
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys throughout the years. And
we've had fun.
Sam, you have anything else you want to say? Any last words on the last episode of the Pipe On Podcast?
Keep on branding. Don't let the brand stop you.
Toodaloo.
Be the best brand you can be.
Be the best brand. Aww.
You can be.
Toodaloo, guys. We'll see
Bye.
you guys later. I'll be back. I might
Yes,
I'll drop a little promo, give you guys a little taste of what's coming real soon. So.
Yes.
Bye, guys. Love you guys. Thanks for the support.
Bye.
You're listening to the Pipe Bomb Podcast.
It's the Pipe Bomb Podcast.
The following podcast is rated S and may contain following themes of nudity via @simpelly_, wrestling preachings, low-key readings. Listeners might witness biased WWE fan draggings, indie talk, wig snatching, tea-spilling arguments, but most importantly, shade. Viewer discretion is advised. The opinions of our panelists do not reflect our hopes and dreams of getting WWE creative/writing contracts.
Viewers' discretion is advised.